your baby is going to be a little different. And every year they're going to have a new like, and they're going to have a new dislike, and they're going to have the same friends, and they're going to have different friends. This is how kids grow. We do not need to put this sexual ideology in front of them. At no point in time were we ever consulted as parents. So you know when they hide something, there's a reason, because they knew that something like this was going to come up. So well done, parents, for coming out.
Yeah!
Be proud of yourselves. I want to remind everyone that we are here to be peaceful. We are not here to engage in any arguments or anything like that. Please just walk away, turn your backs to it. I know it'll be hard sometimes, but we can do it. This is for our kids. This is for us as parents, loved ones, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, everyone. Even if you don't have kids, you still love them.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends that act like they're not by blood, but they're my kids' aunts and uncles. And they're amazing. And we are going to do what it takes to protect our kids. Saskatchewan Teachers Federation, you are on notice that the parents will not tolerate this any longer.
Yeah!
You will not take away our parental rights from our children. You are not co-parenters. Last time I checked, I had 4 kids. You owe me a lot of child support if you do.
Yeah!
You will not co-parent my child. The teachers will not be in a position to co-parent my children or your children. Many of our teachers are kind, loving people, and they truly love their jobs, and they love those kids. But no one will love my children the way that I do.
Yes, absolutely.
To the unions that think that they can take your hard-earned money and your union dues and put this towards this nonsense of sexually identifying our children, this SOGI, and now we've got Just the Tip coming in. If you guys haven't heard, look up Just the Tip. It's a teaching program for our teachers about the sexual ideology. So be aware of that just because they're saying, well, we've stopped the SOGI, doesn't mean that they're not bringing in something else.
That's right.
So unions, you are also on notice. If you pay union dues, please think about diverting your union dues to a charity of your choice. You can do that.
Yeah.
Bank unions.
Yes.
You will not dictate what happens with our children. These are our babies.
Yes. Yes.
Doesn't matter where they come from. Everybody here, I knew that coming into an enclosed space, and it takes a village to raise a child, every single child here is safe. Every single child that's up on the bouncy castle is being watched by thousands of eyeballs. And as parents, we will make sure that those kids are safe. So please, take time out, say hi to everyone, get to know. I want to thank, number one, our Muslim community that is out here, so thank you very much, guys.
Yes.
Kamshala, we thank you so much. To our LGBT community that is here in support, thank you so much for coming out. For our people of all faiths, all walks of life, we thank you so much. Coming out and just being here is just an amazing feat. God has given us a beautiful day.
Amen.
Yeah.
Couldn't ask for better. I promise you no snow, so look at me rocking it, right? Can't guarantee what happens after 2 though, okay, so you're on your own. So, do I have my list? So our first speaker today is a very dear friend of mine. She's gonna amp you up like crazy. For those of you that don't know, she is a mom of 6, right? 6 little humans that probably aren't so little anymore. But I'd like to introduce Lise Merle, so if you guys can give her a warm welcome, please.
Yes. I think that's Sheila back there. That's Sheila, I think.
Good morning, Saskatchewan. It is so good to see you all here today. My name is Lise Merle, and I am Saskatchewan's girl. My mother's name was Elaine. She was a farm girl who got her first job with a union at the age of 18. My grandmothers are Anne and Martha, all of them Saskatchewan girls, and I am the mother of 6, all of them born right here in Saskatchewan. This spring, the name of our perfect little gem of a city was desecrated, when it was stripped naked, reduced to her most vulnerable parts, and paraded like a joke in front of the whole world. And not in a million years did I think I would ever find myself here with her. Thank you. Thank you. But here we are, so many of us, being awakened in this moment, all learning as we go. The Million March for Children is an organically grown movement comprised of Canadians from all races, all religions, cultures, and both genders, who believe that for whatever reason, gender ideology does not align with their beliefs. Together, the Million People March for Children is challenging Canadians to use radical truth to create meaningful dialogue and meaningful change. This is the epitome of Canadians working together as neighbors. And together, in this moment, across the nation of Canada, we are demanding an end to gender theory in public education.
Yes.
And in public institutions.
Yes.
A few days ago, an utterly damning Zoom meeting of labor and teacher unions from across the nation of Canada was leaked. And what they said is the stuff of nightmares.
Shame. Shame.
Shame. They describe deploying flying squads. That's their language, flying squads, who are physical and digital assault units used to identify, harass, intimidate, and denigrate parents. These are government union employees employed by Canada's and Saskatchewan's labor and teacher unions. Teachers, the good ones, the rational, common sense ones, are telling us that they don't want to apply gender theory in schools, that they believe parents are more than capable of talking to their children about gender issues 100% of the time.
Yeah.
But a radical minority of activist teachers, emboldened by their gutless school boards, their unions, and the NDP, threaten those good teachers with unemployment or worse, social excommunication should they step out of line. Teachers, we are here for you.
Yeah.
Labor and teacher unions describe using third-party affiliate activists to identify and harass parents. What they said when they thought we weren't listening is that they hate us. If you were concerned before this moment, you have reason to be alarmed. The labor and teacher unions, with the unwavering support of NDP leader Carla Beck, are maliciously waging a culture war against parents, weaponizing the love we have for our own children, using taxpayer funds to over-represent a tiny segment of our society. How dare they?
Yeah.
How dare they do that to us?
Yes.
You might know that our neighbors down south have a person called Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah.
Okay, we all know that name. But Canada has a person named Faye Johnstone. And Faye Johnstone has been so much more destructive. Faye Johnstone, famed Canadian trans activist and sexual health educator, runs an organization called Wisdom to Action. Wisdom to Action would be considered one of the third-party organizations that was unceremoniously punted from Saskatchewan schools. Thank you to the courage of Scott Moe and Dustin Duncan.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. As a third-party organization, Faye Johnstone trains teachers and childcare providers, unions, and their affiliates, and provides them with an arsenal of free resources. And all of Faye's free resources affirm gender theory. This is appealing to teacher unions who claim to be poverty-stricken, who would tell us there's no money for our children. The Saskatchewan Teachers Federation, which with its 13,000 paying members and a communication staff of 15 claim they are poor. How dare they? Phase-free resources are fully embraced by radical teachers who then take them and distribute them into our schools. The free resources FAY delivers to educators and childcare providers is designed to deliver gender theory into every facet of the Canadian childhood experience, decisively loopholing any official curriculum that doesn't include it. And Faye Johnstone demands inclusion or else. This past May, Faye Johnstone was flown in special to Regina from Ottawa to deliver the keynote address at Regina's YWCA Women of Distinction Awards.
Shame. Shame.
Shame. In another piece of leaked audio, which you are hearing about here first, Faye Johnstone is on record directing a group of teachers and daycare providers to punish children if they don't adopt gender theory fast enough.
Whoa. Shame.
Shame. This confirms that Canadian children are being punished by teachers and childcare providers for being related to you, their parents, who have different beliefs. They will tell you that gender is a protected attribute in Canada, and they are right. But so is family status.
Yes.
Family status is a protected attribute in Canada, and you may not be discriminated against because of who you are related to.
Yeah.
Teachers may not discriminate against children because of the beliefs of their parents. If gender theory has been removed from our curriculum and gender theory isn't present, then teachers should have no problem blowing open their books in an act of good faith towards parents. Show us. Show us what you've done.
Yes.
This is why it's critical to remove gender ideologies, all associated language, all associated imagery, and paraphernalia from Canadian schools immediately.
Yes. Yes. Woo. Get her done.
Thank you. If you think teachers infringing on their students' Canadian charter rights to family status was bad, wait until you hear this. Faye Johnstone, trans activist and national board member of the YWCA of Canada, is delivering gender ideology directly into every one of Canada's 1,000 YWCA childcare centres.
Whoa, shame.
So that removes the conversation about do parents get to consent. This is not about parental consent. This is about parental authority. Just so you get it all right, 90,000 Canadian children in $5 a day daycares, okay, this is what we get for $5 a day daycare, in over 1,000 subsidized daycare facilities, including one in Regina and one in Lumsden, are conditioning babies, toddlers, preschool children to adopt gender theory and immerse them in gender immersion. The tide has now shifted.
Woo!
This is not about parental consent in Saskatchewan. It's not. It's a done deal. But every parent is perfectly capable of enforcing their own children's charter rights until they're 18, and schools are not the arbiters. Parents are. This is not about parental consent. It's about what we want for Canada.
Yeah.
What do we want for Canada? Do we want this?
No.
Or do we know what? Or do we
Never.
want what we know to be true? Parents must assert their authority and demand a seismic shift in what we deem appropriate. Whether we want gender ideologies delivered to our babies, force-fed to our children, and to have all of these issues decided by people that don't love them.
No.
The answer, that's right.
Never.
The answer from parents, abandoning public education in droves, and to new Canadians too afraid to rock the boat in a new country for fear of being ejected, all of us intelligent, compassionate people are saying no.
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 It doesn't matter what they say over and over and over to their trusted media partners who are complicit every time they give them a platform. If the whole nation isn't talking about gender theory in Canadian $5 a day daycares tomorrow and for the next 6 months, they are complicit. I am backed by science, genetics, biology. I have every major religion and person rooted in tradition and culture on my side. And I have Elaine and Anne and Martha. And they are enough.
Yes. Yes.
Women and children, despite what the other side claims, remain the most vulnerable segment of our society. And we have paid a dear price for the whole-scale adoption of these theories. And it's time we all tell the truth. People working with labor and teacher unions have been trained by barking seals to say no space for hate, and they are the problem. This is especially true of our elected and public officials. In the whole nation of Canada, the entire nation of Canada, Saskatchewan has emerged as the leader on this issue.
Yes!
But now we know we have more work to do. Courage is what's needed. Courage and grace. And as always, Saskatchewan is happy to lead.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lise. If there's anybody to rile up a party, it's her. So I just want to invite, I can't even say, I would love to say his name. I will learn it by the end of the day, I promise. But he just wanted to say a couple of words. I'm so thankful that he's here. He came straight over. This is not his usual cup of tea. So we're super excited for people that don't typically come out, that don't want to stand in front of a rally. But we're so excited to have him. So please give him a warm welcome.
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Namaste. Sasyakar. And greetings.
A bit closer, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I'm an emotional man. Take your handcuffs off if you want. It's okay for the ladies to cry. It's okay for the men to shed a tear. Don't worry about that.
You have to get close.
Okay, sorry.
Close.
And this is my first time speaking in public.
Wow. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Just to introduce myself, my name is Nobo Shatur. I moved to Regina 15 years ago from Toronto. I'm in IT. I work as a consultant at a large farming bank. You all know which bank. And I had to take the morning off today. I had a fishing accident.
Wow.
Second time in my life I went fishing, caught a 8-kilo fish, fell, and that's what gave me. I ate it. And she's probably smiling up there saying, see what I did to you. But anyways, just wanted to share some thoughts, I went through depression. And then I came out of depression, and this is the new me. I'm closer to people, I'm closer to God. God can be anything you want to call. It can be Allah, it can be Bhagwan, it can be God. The only reason I tell this is because I know people out there during this COVID period went through the same thing I went through. They don't want to speak to anybody. My wife is right there. She works for a Muslim organization which helps thousands of newcomers, thousands. They don't care what religion they belong to. They help them. It's just the ladies. They do stuff I can't even do. So I just want to acknowledge them. There she is, Saima, and all her lady friends. She is the one who told me that you're going through something, and I had denial. I said, no, I'm not. I wasn't talking to my kids. I was fighting with her, not going out, not showering for 3-4 days, and still, attending my meetings online. And that's how things have changed. IT is mostly now remote work. The head office is right there. I work from home in Harbour Landing. I like to go to the office because I get to still meet people, friends, have some coffee, chat with them. That's how it should be. Yeah. Not sit at home and just sit in a corner and work. No, go meet your friends. Now, so just acknowledging all the communities. I know there's Muslim communities here. There's my Sikh brothers there, Sasyakarji, and everybody else. Canada has given me everything. I was 10 years in Toronto. My 2 girls were born in Pakistan. One is actually a high school teacher here now. She doesn't want to leave. She didn't get hired, but she still goes as a sub. She works at Indigo. She's got a library at home, which I don't like sometimes. She was a barista at Starbucks, and she wants to stay here. She can go right now, go to BC, go to Ontario, start teaching there. She doesn't want to go. She wants to stay here. Why? Because we love this city. We love this province.
Yeah.
To be honest, I went to Toronto. I couldn't drive there now. Here it's like 10 minutes. There it was 1.5 hours, and that was 15 years ago, going one way to work. Sorry. And then this happened. My 10-year-old son is at the Harbour Landing School in grade 5. From grade 3, when he's this little, why tell him these things?
Yeah, that's right. Be good.
You have no right to tell me as a parent how to raise my kid.
Yes! Yes!
Let them decide. They have rights. Let him grow up. When he knows what the hell is going, sorry, I won't use that word. What's going on in the world? Let him decide. Who are you to tell a 3-year-old, let's go paint the road?
Rainbow.
Do it. I won't stop you. Go do it on the lake. Go do it on the footpath there. I don't care. I'll support you maybe. But why do it at a school where our kids have gone to gain education, learn things? They probably spend more time with the teachers than they do with us as parents at home. And who they're going to follow? When I tell him, you know what, that's wrong, he's going to say, no, my teacher told me it's right, so it's right.
No.
No! No! Never!
So it doesn't work that way. And we all believe in God. Some don't. I don't mind that. It can be the same God. It can be thousands of other gods. But we are all humans.
Yep.
We all have the same red blood.
Yep.
I can go and donate my blood, and it can go to anybody you want, and that person will never know where the blood came from. So, you know what? Leave our kids alone.
Yeah.
Let us take care of them. You have no right now to tell them what to do. And again, like I said, first time, I'm 57. I don't want to hide my age, ladies. But 57 years, my first time speaking. Why? When I got out of depression, My workplace actually helped me. They have these posters all over the walls saying, if someone's not talking, talk to him. And the reason I tell, take videos, spread this word. The reason I tell that I went through depression is that somebody out there might be going through the same stage. He has no one to talk to.
Right.
And he listens to me, and he can come up to me and say, even privately, and say, hey, what did you do? How did you change? I am more closer to God, Allah, God, than I've been in 57 years of my life. And it's something which just came out, after this period. I see a lady with groceries trying to cross the road. I'll stop my car and I'll help her.
Yeah.
I went to ER on Friday, this fishing accident, and there was one nurse. She probably had a tough day, and I said, "How was your day?" And she goes, "Tiring." I said, "Smile." And she said, "Why?" And I said, "Because you helped so many people today." And she actually smiled. The doctor, a young, nice lady doctor, came, saw that, and she referred me to a surgeon. At the end, when I was coming out of the ER, you would not believe these 3 nurses and the doctor came out to see me out.
Awesome. Wow.
Why? Because I don't want to say that I'm trying to show off. I'm not. I don't care what the world thinks about me. I went today, surgeon, 3 nurses, the receptionist, they asked me, where do you work? I told her. She goes, my daughter-in-law works there. Do you know her? I pulled her. I said, is that her? And she goes, yes. And I said, I know her. She probably knows me by name because we are helping all the computer fixers, right? All over Canada. And they probably all know me, but we have never seen each other face to face. I said, yeah, I know her. At the end, today, this morning, my wife was here early in the morning. I came straight from the hospital. The doctor and those 3 nurses again came out to see me off.
Yeah. Nice.
Because I probably made their day. But I have so many stories to share. Like He probably was testing me when I was in that stage to see what I say to him. I used to swear, and I'll be honest, I used to swear when I heard the name Allah. It has changed me. Right now, if I talk to about 6 to 10 people each day. When I go to the mosque, I talk to people. And even if I turn 1 person out of 100, I'll be content with life. That's all. If anybody wants to, talk to me, I'm open to that.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yes.
All right, I love these kind of events because then we get to be kind of spontaneous. I have I have spoken. I was declining a bunch of calls that were coming through. Smart me, it was the police. Anyway, they will be here setting up shortly. So I want to welcome Lucky up. He is from the Sikh community, so he just has a few words to say. If anybody has any questions, I'm just going to be over here after Lucky. I've just got one other person, and then we're going to bring Carla up. And then we will be starting the march at 11 o'clock on the dot. It will be police escorted, like I said earlier. If you missed that, we will be just walking straight up Albert. If you cannot make it to City Hall, that's perfectly okay. We've got a turnaround spot at the museum. So for those of you with little ones that just want to come back and think we're ridiculous for making them walk this far, just turn around, come on back. They can play and hang out. And then the rest of you just continue on. The police will be escorting you up Victoria, east on Victoria, and then they're just going to loop around and we'll just come straight back here, okay? Is there any questions about that? Perfect. Okay, well, we'll give a warm welcome to Lucky, please.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Morning.
My name is Lucky, and I'm from Sikh community of Regina, Sikh Society of Regina. And I want to give you all my message that Sikh community of Regina, we all are with you guys in that. Thank you. And I have a question from the government of Canada and everybody that why this need to happen to our kids? Why we need to tell them what is right or not wrong at this age of their time, right? Why everything had to happen? We have all the rights, all the duties we follow when we are 18. Why this need to happen when they are only 2, 3, or 4 year olds? Why? Why we cannot let their kids to their parents? They are the one who have the most interest in their lives, and they are the one who are the most worried person in the entire universe for themselves. So let these two be their parents to decide what they want their kids to be, and let them grow to 18 and they can decide for themselves what they want to be.
Yeah.
I just want to share a little story. I just heard a parent from our community from Winnipeg. They had 2 kids, one daughter and one a young boy, 4-year-old. They went to the school the very first day, and when they came back from school, and the dad told the daughter to go hug your brother, and she didn't want to hug. She said, "No, I cannot hug him because he's a guy, and I don't feel like hugging him because this is what they taught me in school." This is what we're gonna teach our kids, that there's a difference between you and your brother. You cannot hug your brother because you don't feel right. We need this to be stopped. We came into Canada. We came to Canada for independence, for freedom. But the way the things are happening, where these things are brought to us, I don't feel safe here anymore. I don't think so. Anybody else will feel safe. I can bear anything coming to me, but not to my 2 daughters. One is only 4-year-old, one is only 10-month-old. I feel fear when I want to send them to school. I think majority of you guys feel the same too. Anyway, I won't take more longer than this. I have a request from all of you guys. We have a ledger here from Premium Scortmo that we want everybody to sign to show our support that we are all with the government of Saskatchewan in this serious matter for our kids' life. If anybody want to sign, we are at the backstage here, or we will leave it here.
Can you read the letter so we know what we're signing?
Okay, so I will read as Premier Scortmos have written here. So we would like to thank you for taking a principled stance and placing the best interest of children as a priority. The family unit is the essential building block for any society. The gender pronouns policy strengthen the family unit in our province. We all know that parents play the essential and primary role in education and upbringing of their kids' life. So our children are Saskatchewan's future, and we sincerely thank you standing for what is right. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Right.
So I'm gonna leave it here. So anybody want to sign up can come here, or they can meet us at the backstage. Thank you very much.
Yes.
All right, first rule of signing these things, don't steal the pens. That's my job. She's only got 2. Okay, so I just got another, yeah?
Just announced this halal hot dog.
Oh, yes. That's a good reminder. So at the barbecue, you guys are welcome to go up now. We do have hot dogs and hamburgers that were provided. We also have halal chicken hot dogs. For those of you that would like, it is by donation, so please keep that in mind. There's a little donation bin there just to help out with the cost of that. We thank you so much for that. And I just want to welcome up Harold Lutzer. He just wants to say a few words about his passion and what he does for us here in Regina.
Yes. I interviewed him. Huh?
Well, I'm an old guy, almost 87, and
Yeah.
I was born in 1936. That's before the Earth's crust hardened. And then the Dead Sea was only sick at that time. It wasn't dead yet. But I have worked with newcomers now for 12 years. I work with people. I have talked to people in Regina from 138 countries. It's the United Nations of Canada, and we're all one race. We all came from the same people. And they call me white. White is there, white is there. If I was white, I'd be in the grave. we're all one race together. And we are one voice together from different countries. And I have friends here from many different countries, and we love them, and we're helping them in every way. There's Ukrainians, there's Bangladesh, there's Libyans, there are from India, there's Sikhs and Muslims, and we're working together to stop this, what is happening to our kids. I have 20 grandchildren, 7 great, and I'm concerned what they're being taught in school. So thank you for coming together, and it's all about parental rights. And I want to say to the media, we are not radical. We are not what you're portraying us, like in the National Post yesterday. That is totally wrong. We love the transgenders. We love them. But we have a right to our own opinion. Absolutely. And so let's go for it, and let's take this country back. Take it back. We're going to take it back.
Autographs will be over there, apparently, for Harold. So I want to welcome up our sort of resident expert from Arcan. Her name is Carla Taylor Brown. I got that right? Amy! So we're going to hear from her. We're going to just chill, kind of get organized after Carla speaks. We will get ready for the march. Please keep your signs up. Please keep your hands on your babies. Make sure everybody is safe and sound. Get to know people around you. This is our community. This is our town. This is our country. Get to know each other, love on each other, and let's just have a great march. And please welcome Carla.
Yes.
Good morning. It's so good to see so many people here because, and I give you greetings from Arcan, which is the Regina Civic Awareness and Action Network. And we're glad to be here because the issues of parental authority, the sexualization of our children, and the politicization of our classrooms has been on our minds at Arcan for at least a year. In fact, we did a bunch of research over the winter, and we had a presentation that we requested to present to the Regina Public School Board at their May meeting, and they denied us.
Oh, boo!
So we're glad to be here. Yes. This is a great day for children and youth. It's a great day because they deserve to have the protection of their parents, even when they're in school. Children deserve their innocence. They deserve to attend school unimpeded by gender and sexual diversity ideology.
Yes!
They deserve classrooms unfettered by the anxiety of choosing personal pronouns, alliances, and activism. They deserve to have parental oversight of school curriculum, all curriculum, including sex education.
Yes.
Children and youth struggling with gender dysphoria and the other mental health issues that often accompany it deserve to be properly diagnosed and served by our healthcare system. School staff do not have the expertise to do this and generally don't want this responsibility. The liability of gender affirmation in schools is enormous, and jurisdictions like Sweden, Finland, and the UK have backed away. They tell us that keeping secrets from parents is necessary to uphold children's human rights. But for many years now, we have been careful to not give children and youth more responsibility than their physical, mental, and emotional maturity can handle. This is why we have the juvenile justice system, the graduated driver's license program, and age of consent laws. So parents are almost always the first and best defenders of their children's human rights because they want what's best for them. Speaking of parents, this is a great day for parents because we are finally empowered to voice our opinions to educators and legislators. We are free to uphold our values without reservation. Sticky paper. The new parental inclusion and consent policies mandate our input, which is the way it should have been all along.
Yes.
It's the way it used to be. And we're glad to see this return, because no one can love our kids like we can.
That's right.
Parents are the experts on their own children, not teachers, not administrators, and certainly not third-party activists. Speaking of teachers, this is a great day for teachers, because we've heard from many of you on this subject. Many of you that were afraid to speak out against the sexualized curriculum and against the gender affirmation policies. You were afraid of being labeled a transphobe and fired. You couldn't go to your union and you couldn't go to your administration. Now, with these new policies in place, you are free to teach the core curriculum. Finally, this is a great day for provincial legislators here in Saskatchewan, because they can see the support that they have for the parental inclusion and consent policies, the banning of Planned Parenthood from our schools, and the review of the curriculum. It's a good first start. And so we say invoke the notwithstanding clause if that's what it takes, Mr. Premier.
Yes.
We hope that the Regina City Council and the Regina Board of Education take note of the citizens they serve here. Finally, I just want to say, join Arcan if you want to stay informed of the issues. Go to our website at arcan.ca or come and chat with one of us. We're drifting around here. Our next meeting is September 25th. We hope to see you there. I just want to say congratulations to the organizers for a wonderful and peaceful protest.
Yes.
Congratulations to all the parents and the kids and the youth for coming here. It's a wonderful day of unity. It's a hopeful day, and the best is yet to come.
Yes. No, not yet.
What? Trying to grab water and I got caught. Okay, so we're just going to do a couple of more little quick minute speakers. There will be a couple of speakers I'll be speaking after the march when we get back. So I just want to welcome up Florin, who also works with Harold, and he just wanted to kind of chime in there real quick. So go ahead.
Hello, my dear friends from Canada.
Hello, yeah.
I am originally from Romania. I came here with my family 5 years ago, and I can tell you I enjoy this province, I enjoy this city. It has a lot of potential, and I'm so happy to be your co-citizen. So I just wanted to let you know that we are not alone in this fight. There are so many other parents that they couldn't be here, but they are our voice right there in their spot. So what I want to emphasize is that we believe that every child deserves a safe and nurturing environment to thrive, and it is our collective responsibility to protect their rights. This 1 million March for Children's Rights aims to raise awareness and mobilize communities to take action against this gender ideology, teaching sexual indoctrination, exposure to explicit sexual content without parental consent. I am a parent of 3 kids. I taught them exactly what they need to be taught. And they are very happy, they are very confident, and they are out there to make a difference for this society. By joining this march, you will become an advocate for change and an integral part of our mission to create a brighter future for our children. United, we can defeat their division. United, we can defeat their division. I am passionate about media. I know that they distort the truth. I don't want to discredit media, but I want to have my own truth, and we have our own truth. We must be a voice for our kids. We must be a voice for our parents. And united, we can make a difference. Now it's time to get back to work. I just missed 2 hours. Thank you so very much. Have a good one.
Okay, so who's ready to get this underway? Oh, I'm sorry, that sounded really, really quiet. What was that?
Yeah!
There it is. I got to make sure you guys have enough energy to get all the way there and all the way back. I'm going to be staying back, so if anybody doesn't feel like they can be on the march or just physically can't do it, I tore my meniscus two months ago, so it's hating me right now. So please forgive me. I'm not able to make that walk, but I'm going to send you out in really, really good hands, and I'll stay with the kids because I love them. So we do have RPS setting up just down at the corner here, so they'll be getting ready. You guys feel free, take your signs up and start getting into line. They will start moving us at 11 o'clock. Again, please be just peaceful. Know that if there are any counter anythings, just ignore them. Just remember that this is for our kids. This is what we ask our kids to do, right? Is to ignore the rhetoric and ignore the hate and ignore the words. Just be the example to our kids, just to love on everybody. We're here for one purpose and one purpose only, and it's those kids. So if you guys want to start lining up, I know it's going to take us a while to get out there. We'll have some more speakers when everybody gets back. Again, remember that we have halal chicken hot dogs and hamburgers and some drinks and chips for the kids. We're trying to limit down so the kids don't keep coming back and forth for chips and chocolate. I promise I will try not to hop your kids up on sugar smacks. I lied. I'm sorry. Okay. Have a good march, guys. We'll see you out there. Thank you so much.